Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The link also is home to the Temple Owls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Navy's offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football 1st, 2nd, 3rd, then their 4th option might be to pass the football.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the toss. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Green. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the kick is no good, but there is a flag down, and it looks like roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Hill. Caught over the middle, it's Westbrook. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 coming up. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. To throw, it's Flowers. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Here comes the option. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Under fire. It's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Right down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Fires to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank it.
There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Navy quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Running the option. It's Flowers. At the 45 on its way. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. They'll run the screen. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Navy will have it with a first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Flowers. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to throw on third and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Makes the grab over the middle. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin, oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Green. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Pulls and fires complete. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Flips it out to the back. Powers through the defender. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We reach the break, and Navy holds the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Temple. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The field goal is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Green. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosives.
There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'd say what? QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense. Great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play. Try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win, make some plays for him, big dog.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Leaves it with the batter. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Back to pass, it's Green. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Breaks into the open. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Westbrook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Owls! They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows.
He'll take a shot. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
You got to be so careful as a QB when you're throwing outside. It's got to be on time. That one a little bit late, and the defender caught it out of bounds.
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, midshipmen! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Now sliding to his left. He'll get rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll leave it with him. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He got it in! Oh!